Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jacob Colin Sylvester. I am the son of United States Sergeant Jason Sylvester. I would like to personally thank each and every one of you for attending this very special TAPS event tonight. We lost my dad, Sergeant Jason, about 5 years ago. I was 9 years old and my brother was 15. We won't say how old my mom was. My life was turned upside down. It was extremely tough to lose our dad at such a young age. My mother, brother, and myself came together, each other, like any other family would do. However, we grieve differently, and we know it. It will never go away. Fortunately, my mother heard about TAPS and the resources that they offer that could help our family. We learned quickly that TAPS is a judgment-free zone, and the camps are filled with service members who give up their leave and their vacations just to help us kids. Our first experience with TAPS was amazing. I personally formed many new relationships with mentors and others just like me. And this is where I met Carl. Carl is always there for me, even outside of Good Grief Camp. He checks on me all the time, no matter what. He's a person I can depend on for advice and I can share my hunting stories with. Carl has made a massive impact on my life, and he has taught me many things, helped me through situations, and helped me become a better man. I'm so grateful for Carl. He is much more than just a TAPS military mentor, and I know he'll be a lifelong family friend. Carl deserves the TAPS Military Mentor of the Year, no doubt. There are hundreds, thousands of military mentors who are volunteering their time just like Carl. And I say thank God, because there are hundreds of thousands of kids like me that need a Carl in their life. It is my honor to introduce to my mentor and friend, Carl Gilbert.
Thank you. It is an honor to be here tonight. Before I begin, I want to take this opportunity to wish Jake a very happy 16th birthday. Jake, thank you for spending your birthday here with me. I know dressed in a suit with a tie and a lot of people you don't know in a fancy museum wasn't exactly what you had planned. But thank you and happy birthday. A true example of courage and resilience is standing here with me tonight. In 2017, Jake, Andrew, and Ashley lost their father and husband, Jason, which left a void in their family. It's a true honor and privilege that you three have allowed TAPS and me to join your family. Jake, Andrew, I know your dad is very proud of the man that both you guys have become. Even though I'm the one up here being honored, I'm thankful for the people I've had the privilege of meeting at TAPS, to the people who have enriched and impacted my life through their courage and strength, and to the people who have given me a hopeful perspective on life after loss. Being part of TAPS, you kind of learn so much from these military survivors. This experience will change you, and no matter who you are, you can't really escape it. As a TAPS military mentor, I have learned to be a more engaged and a more compassionate leader in the United States Army. But most importantly, I've learned to be a better father to my two exceptional children. My daughter, Michaela, who is here with us tonight, and my son, Second Lieutenant Clavis Gilbert II. And my son, Second Lieutenant Clavis Gilbert II, who's currently deployed to Europe. The kids I've met in the Good Grief camps have had the most profound impact on me with their unfiltered and innocent voices. One particular message that has stayed with me comes from a surviving child who I have been fortunate to mentor during multiple TAPS events, 12-year-old Ava. She lost her uncle, United States Army Corporal Jason Hernandez, in Iraq. Ava wanted me to share her definition of hope. H-O-P-E to Ava. It means hold on, pain ends. For her, myself, and many others out there, hope is more than just a word. It is a beacon of light during the darkest moments of a storm. My first experience with hope came courtesy of my late mother, LaRue Gilbert. While it wasn't her actual vocation, my mother was the first crisis counselor and the first social worker I ever saw in action. With no formal training whatsoever, my mother and father opened their hearts, their minds, and their home to many people of our community. They provided a safe place and counsel to many people, and all without judgment. Witnessing my parents' unwavering, selfless service to others truly instilled upon me a deep sense of responsibility to serve not only our country, the brave men and women who volunteer to protect it, and the families and friends who support them. Early on, I decided to seek out opportunities to be more like my parents and be that person to people in need. My father, Clavis Gilbert, a Vietnam veteran and Purple Heart recipient, he's here with us tonight. I'd like you to stand. Dad, none of this would have been possible without you. Thank you for always being my beacon of light and hope. Being named the TAPS Military Mentor of the Year is both humbling and a very scary title. Humbling because of those who carried this title before me. Being a military mentor to children who have lost so much is a huge, and in my opinion, a very sacred responsibility. As a military mentor, you consistently lean on our military core values. One particular value that sticks out to me is selfless service. This means you commit to going a little further and enduring just a little longer. Now comes the scary part. Military mentors are paired one-to-one with children who have lost someone important to them. It could be a mother, it could be a father, it could be an uncle, a sibling, sometimes. It can be an aunt. But when you look into the eyes of a child who has lost so much, you begin to realize the gravity of the task at hand. That child is counting on you to be a safe haven for the weekend, and they are entrusting you to show up, both physically and emotionally. And let me tell you, it's an understatement to say that this is the most daunting assignment you will ever get. But a task nonetheless, every TAPS military mentor accepts with honor. So at this time, I'd like to acknowledge all of my fellow military mentors in the room tonight. Please stand. While this may seem like a tall order that I just described, it's one person at TAPS that embodies it all. This person represents hope, selfless service, healing, and so much more. When a family struggles with their military hero's death, this person is the first to say, "I'll go." When a child needs an extra hug, this person is the first to say, "I'll go." When there's a military mentor who was overcome with sadness from their weekend military mentor duties, this person is also the first to say, "I'll go." That person we all know is Bonnie Carroll. She had the vision 32 years ago to build TAPS to care for all those grieving a military loss. Her work and the work within TAPS is vitally crucial to effort to make sure no family is left behind. For context, in 2022, TAPS connected with the families of over 700 active duty deaths. But that number alone is not an accurate picture of the impact of those losses, because every life lost impacts a child, a spouse, a parent, an aunt, an uncle, or even a battle buddy. So for everyone out there suffering from grief, I need you to remember Ava's message. Hold on, pain ends. I challenge everyone in the room tonight to commit to going just a little bit further and enduring just a little bit longer. Because Bonnie, the TAPS family, and I will continue to be there for you. We will continue to say, I'll go. Most importantly, we will continue to be that person. So thank you all for this incredible recognition. I am humbled and honored, and good night.